Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently doing a lot of investment. Oh, we do have too few spouses. That is something that we should do something about for sure. I kind of don't care about alliances right now, in all honesty. So once again, I'm just going to look for good congenital traits, I think. These are all awful. This one will work. Sure. Although one thing we should probably think about before I get too far on this is how many of our powerful vassals are super upset because we don't have an alliance. I mean, it's only minus 30, right? Do we have anybody who's just tremendously angry? Actually, the answer is no in our powerful vassals. The worst is this guy. And honestly, we can do something about that. She is already betrothed. We can do something about that potentially with one of his younger children, because the AI tends to get their children betrothed relatively early on, so we gotta do this. There we go. That'll be fine. Excellent. And maybe we should ally this guy as well, just to get him off our backs. No, Windows. I don't want to update right now. Wait, we're already allied with this guy. What am I talking about? We're literally already married to his daughter. Okay. So in that case, we should probably get one final spouse, since of course we need one to get all of our piety. And quick is fine, but she's 44, so that's definitely less fine. I guess hail will work. Sure. Okay, so with that done, I believe we've already constructed all of our holdings, correct? Yes, all of our holdings are constructed. Just double checking that. We are going to want to revoke this from this guy as soon as we can. Might is being a rodent killer. That's great. A huge boost to health. I know what I'm doing. I'm fabricating a spurious claim. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we're doing that, and then once we get this back, then we're going to replace the small hill fort. What we need to do right now is work on getting a building in every slot. A specific building in every slot, where possible. So that'll be great, and our income, you can see here, is definitely coming up. Crop fields have been built up here, sure. We could build another thing, and in fact, I'm going to. Let's see here. We want... Monasteries give that control growth and piety, but the piety only goes to the holder of the holding. The control growth goes to the county. I would prefer to go for things that give development growth where possible. And pastoral lands is one of those. Excellent. And I believe desert agriculture also does. Yes, it does. And hunting grounds also does. So any of that is fine, but desert agriculture gives the holding taxes boost, whereas hunting grounds does not. Hunting grounds gives a little bit more levies and men-at-arms maintenance. We don't care about that. We're not going to hold this ourselves. So that's not actually relevant. And pastoral grounds, well, that gives some county opinions and such, but that's still better for us, I think, than the hunting grounds. So we're probably going to go for crop fields, pastures, and desert agriculture where possible. Excellent. So right now, I'm currently... Will amiable behave? We'll find out. We just took amiable to a council meeting. Oh, amiable did behave. We got 75 prestige out of it. Thanks, amiable. Excellent. See it done. So that gives us a claim on this. This guy's upset at us, of course, but we're going to revoke this title from him, and he won't accept. Who all will join? Actually, literally just him. So we're going to go ahead and accept that, and we will raise up our military right here. Our professional troops will go on in. Excellent. Rally the troops. 29 levies disbanded, guys. I don't know if we can do this. 29 levy troops. Ooh, spooky. So anyway, we'll just stack wipe this army. No problem whatsoever. He never had a singular chance. And we will take this fort eventually. I'm going to go ahead and remove any levy troops that we have in here. We do not need these levy troops. And in fact, I should have done this earlier. Out they come. Excellent. And as soon as they're in our territory, I'll disband them for cash purposes. And that will be right about now. Get out of here. There we go. Now we're making money again. That's perfect. And we're going to immediately get our court chaplain working on fabricating a claim down here. This is going to be the next one we're going to take, and the reason, of course, is because we want to get rid of these mud brick towers, as well as these wooden barracks. So that'll be fine. And once we have that, then we can just hand out this mosque. We got 34 gold from that siege, sure. So this guy is now imprisoned, and we will go ahead and revoke his title. Fantastic. He's upset at us. We don't care. Just so. And we will also hand out this mosque, which has a wooden barracks for some reason. The monastic schools is okay. I'm going to go ahead and queue up hill farms here. And then I'm going to grant this off. We can always revoke it. But with that hill farms queued up, he won't cancel that. Excellent. There's a pregnancy going on. Sure, that's pretty normal. There's another one going on. Okay, sure. We should probably work on control growth over here. That is something that I would very much like to see come up. And of course, in this castle, we are currently... Oh, he's upgrading this. We can cancel this and get his money. Fantastic. And then we replace this with nothing. Because none of these things actually help us. Building construction time, whatever. Yeah, there's actually no other economic buildings we can build here. So, the small hill fort, what does that end up giving us? Control growth? You know what? Okay, I'll allow it. I'll just continue that. We lost a little time. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be able to rank this up for a while anyway. I still want to hold Garua, though. Kotoko is, I believe, fine. Yes, it is. Excellent. So we're currently making 19 gold per month. Yes, I will take your 10 gold. Fantastic. This is going very, very well. Excellent. Just checking in down here. Yeah, that all looks okay-ish. We've already got those buildings set up. That city holding is still constructing. That's fine. So at this point, we just need to work on getting all the correct base level buildings. Which we are, of course, working on over here. Yes, I will attend your feast. This one over here has guild halls, hillside fields, and hound pens. That's okay. It's not necessarily the best, but I'm okay with it. I'll allow it. I don't actually know what all's available here currently, so there's all that. But those hill farms are definitely something that would be good to upgrade. But right now, of course, we want to work on constructing farms and fields wherever we can. We'll lose 22 stress, work on a little bit of opinion. That'll be great. Excellent. And of course, this temple holding we will grant to someone else once we get this barony holding. Our wife is allergic to our cat. That's unfortunate. We'll just give it to this guy. I'm sure he'll take care of her. Wonderful. So our development is, of course, being worked on in our capital. What is our current development limit? I'm wondering. Because we're currently at 17. I believe it would say in here 20 development is the maximum penalty. Okay, so we have a daughter. She will not be our heir for too much longer. We have a second daughter. She will also not be our heir for too much longer. That is fine. We just discovered Armillary Sphere. So what is being exposed next? Household soldiers? I mean, that's a pretty okay one, right? Everything here pretty much is good. But I would have preferred that it go to communal government, or maybe hereditary rule. The prestige would be nice. Royal prerogative would be great. Manorialism, good. Bailiffs, good. Chronicle writing, less good. But everything else here in Civic is just top tier, as far as I'm concerned. Well, in hereditary rule. Like, chronicle writing and hereditary rule are a rung down, but everything else is super good in Civic. And in military, I think literally everything is good. We're not focusing on that right now, though. So that's fine. So once we have our coinage done in about 13 years, we're going to do communal government. And then after that, we're probably going to work on manorialism, royal prerogative. And then bailiffs is like a bottom priority. And then these two whenever. But we'll see what happens after household soldiers finishes up with its exposure. That will be completely fine. However, we have some gold that we should definitely invest. And I'm going to invest it here in Hill Farms. I'm also going to take a look at over here, also in Farms and Fields. I said also, but it's the same thing. Well, technically there might be different bonuses. Let's see here. Defender advantage, development growth. Yeah. Slightly different, but overall about the same. Word of loss for words. Okay. That's fine. We have managed to get up to 19.8 monthly income. That's great. We're working on bringing that up even further. Of course, we're on our wealth focus right now. We do not have golden obligations. We do not have Hergeld. We do not have war profiteer. We have nothing in the admin tree, nothing in the architect tree. We have nothing. So, I mean, we are currently 18. So that's kind of to be expected. Hopefully we'll live long enough to have a good, long life here. We're still rat-free, which is nice, even though we gave our cat away. And we're still walking our dog for another 6 years, apparently. It's a long dog walk, I gotta say. Nothing of too much import over here. Honestly, we're mostly interested in investing still. This is going to be the story for a while here. We want to get all of this maxed out until we have manorialism, at which point it's going to get even more. Excellent. So, we have this city down here that we can't do anything with because it's leased out. This over here, this temple holding, is actually fine. I don't have a problem with this. Pastures have been constructed. We can get ourselves a stewardship perk. We're going to take golden obligations. Fantastic. We don't have any hooks on anybody right now, but that's fine. As far as this up here goes, we can definitely get some desert agriculture. And we probably want to swap some of this down here for desert agriculture. Like, monastic schools for desert agriculture would be probably a good upgrade for us. I'm not going to sweat that right now, though. Honestly, I might not sweat that at all. Because I feel like that's probably going to be a relatively minor thing. Okay. Our cousin is doing very well with our cat. She likes to try grooming the hens, apparently. We're going to lose some stress because we found her a good home. Apparently he is actually taking care of her. I'm mildly surprised by this, but okay. So guilds are obviously a very good initial investment because of that development growth increase. And that's what we're going to go for in our cities where possible. We do still have a few city holdings being constructed. However, these automatically get handed out because we are completely incapable of holding city holdings. So that's great. How are we doing on our claim fabrication? We're about half done there. That's okay. No real worries there. I do want to get that guild hall building, and that'll be as soon as we get our next payment. Any moment now. There we go. Fantastic. We'll get that underway immediately. And we're up to 21 gold per month. Once we get our traits going, this is going to be very, very nice. We are, of course, skill 15 stewardship. That does give us a boost of 14% to our domain taxes. We do need a new spy master, and this guy gets the job. Excellent. Now, in terms of our military here, there's not really too much to talk about. I'm still interested in attacking, well, now at this point, Guinea. We'll see if they reconquer all of this stuff. But, of course, we're still in Illustrious. We need to get up to Exalted Among Men. Ooh. New silver coins minted for 5% development growth. Alternatively, we have a 2/3 chance to get new silver coins minted and gain 170 gold. And we will gain Stewardship lifestyle experience. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to debase the coinage with inexpensive nickel. And it worked! Great. That is going to help us pretty dramatically, honestly. Because, of course, that means that we can work on putting in additional buildings. And first off, we're going to build guilds wherever we can. So the tier list, as far as I'm concerned, is like, for these economic buildings, is guilds for that development growth, followed by, where possible, farmland, because that is the absolute best in terms of income. It's not possible here. Followed by desert agriculture, pastoral lands, and then hunting grounds is, as far as I'm concerned, the economic building tier list. So that's how I've been making these decisions. We need one more payment to come in to be able to get ourselves our guilds here. Guilds, then farms and fields, then desert agriculture, then pastoral lands, then hunting grounds. That's my opinion on that. That has nothing to do, of course, with our military structures. Military structures are a completely different thing. We do need a new marshal, and this guy is okay at the job, I suppose. We'll put him in, just because everybody on our council will be relatively happy. Excellent. We are currently about 70% done fabricating our claim down here. Once we get this, of course, we are going to then give away Dagwamba up here. That is completely ready to be given away. So overall, we're doing pretty well on our attempts to get all of this built up. I'm quite pleased with this so far. We can demand payment from this guy, and we will. That'll be 50 gold that we will turn around and invest directly back in our holdings over here. Or perhaps over here, or perhaps over here. We have holdings everywhere. It'll be my pleasure to attend your feast. We will, of course, build guilds as quick as possible for that sweet, sweet development growth. That's very important. It's hard to get the development built up fast enough. We gotta get that going as quick as we can. If we have hundreds of years for this to build on, then that'll be perfect. We'll take the opinion here. We're gonna lose prestige either way. Our prestige is going pretty well. I'm not too concerned about that. What I am a little bit concerned about is getting additional gold. We gotta be able to pay for these wars somehow, and this is how we're going to get there. Once we have this done, we're going to have a really, really strong financial base that will just get stronger and stronger as our development in our capital gets pumped up higher and higher and spreads out further and further over our realm. You can see here right now, that's exactly what's happening. Our capital development is coming up. It's 17. This is also 17 over here. This is 16 over here. So we're pretty close. Yeah, up in North Africa, it's 19, but we're pretty close to the top levels in Africa. It's 22 up in Egypt. This isn't a surprise, of course. In Rome, it's already up to 42. And yeah, that's expected. Cradled by death, huh? Our daughter was stillborn. Okay, sure. Our daughter doesn't make us money, so ultimately, whatever. That's a great thing to take out of context. I love this game for that. So we're getting close to being able to make another building, and we're probably going to build that one up here in this mosque is my guess, or perhaps actually this city. It'll be in this city. And next time we get paid, we'll be able to get ourselves our guilds. So here we are, just waiting on our paycheck. Bouncing up and down. Excellent. There we go. Get that going. Great. So we've got a location over here and over here. Those are all on level 1. That's fine. We've got this mosque over here that really needs to get some buildings built. And this one over here. Sure. There's a lot of locations that we are currently unable to build in. And most of that's due to cash. But we will soon have additional cash. How's Guinea doing? Guinea is currently dealing with multiple rebellions. Okay. Okay, our dog is a charmer. I agree. I mean, there's a reason we named her Amiable. Betrothed can marry, sure. We'll accept that. Excellent. I can't help but notice that this happened. Where is this guy? Ah, I see. So yeah, that's an awkward situation. There's no doubt about that. We could fight them. That is a thing we could do. Now, this is an inheritance thing, right? That's expected to occasionally happen. That's what it means when it says that you'll lose land when a vassal dies. That's okay. We'll have to plug this gap for sure. We'll make sure that we get this, though, first. And we're going to revoke his title. He is not going to accept this under any circumstances. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and get that revoked, and we'll get our rally point right down here, and we will raise our troops. There we go. 108 levies left. Oh no! Anyway. So we will beat up this guy, and he's not going to win. There's no way that he wins this. There we go. Is that going to stack wipe? It may. No, it did not. That's fine. So we're going to remove our levy troops that are here. There we go. All of our levies. And I'm just going to have our levies pursue these guys. See where they end up. They're heading up this way? Fine. We do get a stewardship perk. We're going to take Hergeld right now. I would like to take War Profiteer. Unfortunately, that is not currently an option. Where are these guys retreating to? Well, wherever they're going there pretty quickly. Garmel, and then perhaps up to Jimmy? Oh, no, just right here. Sure. So we'll fight them while we're sieging this down. We've actually almost got that sieged already. I don't know that this is going to stack wipe them because these are not particularly good. Compassionate Discord, huh? Well, we could make friends with one of these guys, or we could do a diplomacy challenge here. Our best chance is to have the good outcome here, and the next best chance is to only spend 75 prestige, so we're going to try that. Can the three of us not find common ground? We failed. That's okay. All we lost was 75 prestige. I'm completely okay with this. No worries at all there. So we'll put down those troops up here, and they didn't stack wipe, but that's okay. This war is now over, and we will enforce our demands. There we go. Disband all. And then we are going to revoke this title from him. Excellent. So, of course, that does mean that we need to hand these out. Now, this is currently leased to a Grandmaster. And we're going to retract that. That'll cost us 100 piety, but I'm okay with that. And then we'll grant this off to a low noble, and we'll grant this off to a low noble. Perfect. And, of course, we'll need to grant this temple holding as well. Okay. Now we're only at 9.6 income right now, but that's because our men-at-arms are reinforcing. Once they finish up after this month tick, we should see, 22.2. Fantastic. Our control growth over here isn't fantastic, but once that's done, then we'll start working on Kira. Wonderful. We had another daughter. Nothing but daughters so far. I'm sure that'll change, though. In the meantime, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue trying to figure out what we want to do about this county situation. It's very annoying. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.